You're watching the second Newshour Debate on Times Now Super Prime Time.
Between the studios is TSR Subramaniam, former Cabinet Secretary. With us on the Sunday Newshour Debate is Shahid Siddiqui, Chief Editor of Duniya, understands Uttar Pradesh very well. Gaurav Bhatia, National President of the Legal Wing of the Samajwadi Party, on our live link today. Kamal Faruqui, Political Analyst. Jaynarayan Vyas of the BJP, GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, and C R Kesavan of the Congress Party. Firstly, to Jaynarayan Vyas and to GVL Narasimha Rao in succession, what really is your problem? You know, if the decision has been taken by the Election Commission, saying we inspected the case and he was not really doing anything wrong, what do you want him punished for? Mr. Jaynarayan Vyas, I'd like to go to you first.
Well, Arnab, I'd like to begin with where you ended introducing the subject. You gave the example of rally, which was not being permitted to Narendra Modi. It was permitted to others. Same place, same location, same considerations. Similar example is that of Congress Magistrate. The Election Commission ordered the transfer of this fellow who has stayed there for long. The state administration did not act on it. Now, in a similar case in West Bengal, the Election Commission took a very strong stand, and the Chief Minister was to bow down before it. Third, you know, Azamgarh and Varanasi. Varanasi, they have put all paramilitary forces and everything, every booth. Fine, we welcome it. Why not similar arrangements in Azamgarh? So, issue is, Arnab, whether the law permits you to enter the polling booth
what do you want?
Not. Whether
the law permits you.
What competence?
Whether the law permits you. Okay,
no,
so the law.
If it is in an
no,
area.
the law does not permit him.
If it is,
but they are saying, no, 1 minute. The law does not permit him. Mr. Kesavan, can you hear me now? The law does not permit him.
I can hear you.
The law does not permit him. But the two additional CEOs from UP who are the polling agents of the opposition parties present there, they had claimed that polling began only at 10:30 a.m. after Rahul Gandhi had left the booth. So anyway, Mr. Kesavan, regardless of all this, Rahul Gandhi has no business being inside the booth. He should be punished. If every leader walks into booth.
Simple.
Arnab, please read the handbook for presiding officers.
Doesn't know this discretion.
It very clearly says who can enter the polling booth. It says the candidate can enter the polling booth. The polling agents.
1 minute. Just a minute. No, just a minute. No, just a minute. Mr. Vyas.
Or not is not a material fact. The fact is you are not permitted. Why are you there?
Mr. Vyas, pertinent to note that Smriti Irani on the same day, May 7th, had defended her presence at the booth, something that Preeti Sahai, Secretary of Priyanka Gandhi, had objected to. So the question is, if there was no polling going on at the time that Rahul Gandhi steps inside, how is he any different from Smriti Irani? And because Smriti Irani was outside, Rahul Gandhi was inside. But anyway, I don't want to go into those details. Fact is, Rahul Gandhi went in, he shouldn't have gone in, he should be punished. Why are you trying to make a virtue out of it? Mr. Kesavan.
No, Arnab, please let us see the facts as clear as they are. It's crystal clear. The people who can go inside a polling booth, not the voting compartment, let me make it clear. Polling booths are candidates, polling agents and the relievers, besides the polling officers and the presiding officer. What happened was, there was a problem in the malfunctioning of the EVM, which Mr. Rahul Gandhi got to know. And that is what the report of the additional CEOs of UP say. So he got to the place and you see what happened there. Badauri,
who is Rahul Gandhi to check the EVM? Mr. Kesavan makes absolutely no sense.
Arnab, any candidate, listen to me.
Just a minute.
No. I'm completing. I'm completing, please. Listen to me. Can I please complete? Mr. GVL, I need to complete, sir. I need to complete, Arnab. What is this? I can't be interjected. Arnab, I need to complete this. I'm speaking. Arnab.
Mr. Kesavan, concede.
Arnab, I need to speak. No, not at all. Any candidate is allowed to go into the polling booth. Please understand that. Let me ask him to please wait for a second, sir. Let me complete, then you can make your statement.
Have to go
No. Any candidate is allowed to go in. And let me ask you one thing, Arnab. No. Arnab, what were the polling agents? What were the polling agents of
Now,
BJP,
first of all, can I bring some order into the debate?
No. Let me ask.
Can I bring some order into the debate?
I want to
Mr.
ask you one
Kesavan,
thing.
listen to me. Listen to me, Mr. Kesavan. Even if my point is contrary to yours, please listen to me. Listen to me.
No, if you, sir, you allege a point. You allege, but I need to answer. You can't. Other people.
I'm not alleging. I'm making a point to you, Mr. Kesavan. Please listen to us.
I need to speak.
I know you need to speak, but I need to ask you the question, Mr. Kesavan. Please concede. My point is, Rahul Gandhi is not, first of all, some electronics engineer of EVM specialist. There is no compelling reason for Rahul Gandhi to enter a polling booth and check an EVM machine. Why should he have been inside the polling booth on election day in a constituency in which he was not voting? He had already cast his vote in New Delhi on the 10th of April. Had he or had he not? If he has cast his... No, 1 minute. Had he or had he not? He had. Conceded. Then he's wrong. Concede that. Don't be rigid about it just because he's your party vice president.
I'm not conceding nothing. I'm not conceding anything. I'm answering the question if you let us answer.
No.
Listen to this, Arnab. When there
please.
was a report of a failure of an EVM, he goes inside. No, let me ask you a question.
Why does he go inside? Is he from the election commission?
Why? You inside the polling booth, you had
to inspect EVM.
Inside the polling booth,
if there is a problem, he has to report it to the presiding officer.
You had polling agents of AAP, polling agents of BSP. Why didn't they raise this issue with the presiding officer? The report doesn't say any
counter questions.
Raising an issue.
Come on,
counter views.
Why is it post facto? Why is
counter views coming in?
Why didn't the BJP
Arnab, I want to come in here.
Ask a question.
No, 1 second. One minute, please. I just want you to bear with me for a minute. Okay, I put those pictures out again.
Answer the question first.
No, Mr. Kesavan.
Why didn't the poll?
Mr. Kesavan, hear me. Okay, I put the pictures out. The pictures are behind me. And by the way, I want everyone involved in this debate right now. Gaurav Bhatia has been trying to come in. Mr. Kamal Faruqui has not spoken. TSR Subramaniam has not spoken.
He's a relieving agent. He's not a voter, by the way.
Sir,
he's a relieving agent.
Shahid Siddiqui wants to come in.
It is not a Congress party-controlled election. There are many other parties. If there is, you cannot have a single party representatives going and inspecting EVM. If it has to happen, it has to happen in the presence of the presiding officer with all the polling agents present. You cannot, it's not a Congress party. I think this raises serious questions about the entire genuineness of the election.
I have three questions.
Inspecting EVMs in different processes.
I have three questions. One, and I'm going to ask the question. Mr. Kesavan, please let me make a simple point. And my point is this. Shahid Siddiqui, I make a point.
The rules should be fair for everybody, Arnab. Rules should be fair for everybody. It should be a level playing ground. Everybody can't
exactly.
We can't be made
yeah,
to keep
so
that's what we are claiming. That's what we are alleging. There are different set of rules that apply for you. You are being favored. I think it's coming through. The people of the country can see.
Gentlemen,
how the entire polling machinery is saving Rahul Gandhi.
What's going on here? Mr. Kesavan and Mr. Rao concede. Mr. Kesavan and Mr. Rao, please for a minute. Please just give me a minute. What's going on here on the Newshour? I'm simply asking a question. Shahid Siddiqui, I ask a question. Why did Rahul Gandhi not seek the permission of the presiding officer before entering the polling booth? Simple question. What, is he above the law?
Arnab, first of all, no inquiry was ordered by the election commission.
No. Every question is not for you.
Mr. Kesavan. Only when they went for the... Yes.
I didn't answer, sir. I didn't say. I didn't answer
Mr. Kesavan, listen to others also. Yes. Yeah. Now, if there was any problem, Mr. Rahul Gandhi could have made a complaint, and the presiding officer, along with the agents of all other parties, could have gone and examined that machine. If he has done it alone, then that is a total,
against the law, and action has to be taken against him, strict action, so that nobody does it again anywhere, because there are a lot of goons in a lot of constituencies. They will start doing that. Many of the candidates are criminals, and they will start entering and pressurizing the presiding officer, playing with the machines. Rahul Gandhi has to be set up as an example for other candidates.
The question is, it is to be, one second, it is to be, let's get Gaurav in, and let's get Gaurav in, and let's get Kamal Faruqui in. It is to be, no, Mr. Kesavan, I know tonight that you are really on the back foot. I know that you are defending the indefensible.
Hardly.
And I know that heart of heart you know
that's
that
why you have to shout and shout and shout.
Not indefensible, but illegal.
But that should...
There was no balloting happening when this happened. There was no...
Mr. Kesavan...
How can it be a violation? There is
Mr.
no
Kesavan,
violation.
it is the... Mr. Kesavan, please. Mr. Kesavan, 1 second. Gaurav Bhatia and Kamal Faruqui coming in. Mr. Kesavan.
What you're saying is what Churchill said. It's terminological inexactitude. It's terminological inexactitude.
Mr. Kesavan, a minute, please. Now, Mr. Kesavan, wait a minute. Gaurav Bhatia responding. Gaurav Bhatia. Gaurav Bhatia, please. 1-to-1, Gaurav Bhatia is now responding.
What if Rahul Gandhi discovered that the machine, if Mr. Rahul Gandhi discovered that the EVM wasn't working, the right thing to do was approach the presiding officer over there, and then all the candidates should have been there before the EVM was inspected. The returning officer should have been informed.
Yes.
And an argument is being made by the Congress representative that at 10:30 the Congress is making this argument that no votes had been casted at 10:30 and before that. Let me tell them that at 8 o'clock the voting time starts. And it doesn't matter whether the votes have been cast or not. After 8 o'clock, no candidate can specially enter the designated area where the EVM is kept. It can be only done under the presence of the presiding officer with other candidates. It is a violation of Model Code of Conduct. And I would also add to this that the real test for whether the Election Commission of India is fair or not
it's a violation of law. Shahid Siddiqui
is violation of RPI.
Yes, it is not model code of conduct. It's a violation of law. It's an illegal act.
Whether Election Commission of India...
Yes, and action has to be taken for that.
Just hear me out.
Arnab.
Yes,
Arnab,
action. That is what I'm saying. The two tests would be whether the Election Commission of India was prompt to act, and second, whether it was...
If the Congress Vice President doesn't even know this basic law, he has no business to lead such a old party.
The polling agent of BSP raised it with the presiding officer. There was a presiding officer, there were 3 polling officers when this happened. If they think it's a violation which is not... No, the polling agent...
It was raised. It was raised.
The polling agent...
Now into the debate. Kamal Faruqui enters the debate.
Nothing was raised.
Gentlemen,
listen to me, sir. You look at the report of the EC.
I want a minute of your attention.
No, you don't let me complete, Arnab. Arnab, you let everybody complete. You don't let me complete. That's not fair. It's not fair. This is not how we conduct the debate.
Everyone has to have their say, including others.
From the beginning.
By the way,
Mr.
Mr. Kesavan, hold it. I'm getting Kamal Faruqui in, and you listen to me because I'm letting Kamal Faruqui in. Kamal Faruqui here now. Mr. Kamal Faruqui here now. The Congress party blames the presiding officer in the Election Commission. Wonderful. I'm also asking you, why did the presiding officer not stop Mr. Rahul Gandhi? But is that the issue here? Can you get away?
No, sorry.
Can you, Mr. Kamal Faruqui will respond. Mr. Kesavan, don't speak out of turn. Mr. Kamal Faruqui, can the Congress get away by blaming the presiding officer? Can they get away by blaming the presiding officer?
I don't think we are. I don't think we should discuss all these things. Why? Because Election Commission has already taken note of all these kind of things. Do you think that the Election Commission is absolutely incompetent? Don't we have the confidence on them? They have already considered all these kind of things, and that's the reason they are saying it, that it is absolutely correct.
No,
if at all this is not correct, then there are other courses available to them.
Arnab,
where is the problem?
They didn't want even to go into any inquiry. They didn't want to take any action against Rahul. And that's why people are raising questions about the Election Commission and the Chief Election Commissioner.
One at a time. My question is, why is Rahul Gandhi being spared?
There's a lot which doesn't meet the eye.
Okay, we are once again, 1 minute. Gentlemen, please remember this, please. Please remember this. This is what has happened. The picture here once again. And I'm coming to you, Jaynarayan Vyas. Give me a minute. TSR Subramaniam has not spoken. This is what the picture is about. This is what the controversy is. 10:15 a.m. polling day. Rahul Gandhi enters a polling booth to inspect an EVM. I want to know what on earth was Rahul Gandhi inspecting? And if there was a fault, what on earth can Rahul Gandhi do anything about it? And on what basis was Rahul Gandhi inside? And if tomorrow, whether it's Narendra Modi or Mulayam Singh Yadav, they all go inside polling booths, it's a violation of the law. The Congress representative says the Election Commission has decided. I asked tonight, and as far as the law is concerned, Mr. TSR Subramaniam, I have the handbook to polling agents issued by the Election Commission, point number 46.1, which says every person is required to conduct himself in an orderly manner in and or near a polling station and to obey the directions of the presiding officer. Where was the presiding officer? Why did the presiding officer not stop Rahul Gandhi? Is that therefore not the fault of the Election Commission as well? And how do we conclude that in order to cover up that fault, they have also let Rahul Gandhi off the hook?
Arnab, I think two separate issues are here. One is a factual issue. I don't think there can be any question that Rahul entering the place of the EVM area is an offence.
Yeah.
I don't think we should discuss that.
Yeah.
Whether there was malafide or not, probably there was no malafide.
It's an offence.
Clearly there's a technical offence.
Doesn't matter.
Clearly there's a technical offence. Clearly he should have been pulled up. But I think, but I think it comes to a larger question. The EC, in my view, has highly underperformed in these elections. I'm not the EC, Election Commission. I'm not sure. A number of things have happened here. They have not developed secondary channels. They have not shown their teeth from the beginning, allowed right from the beginning. In fact, they have allowed statements like blood will flow in the streets if Modi comes to power, etc., which really FIR should have gone straight away there. 3-4 statements came in the first week or two. And this is kind of akin to sort of direct action statement with Jinnah. That's the kind of statement it is. It is highly communally charged kind of a statement, should not have been allowed. I think the Election Commission lost the plot.
And this picture
they lost the plot. They should have. They should have pulled up all these people at various times.
Arnab, was this deliberate or it was accidental that lost the plot?
Well, I am not sure at this point of time it was deliberate. I think jury is out. The fact is that they have been. I'm using strong words. Fairly incompetent. Credit for good elections should go to district administrations all over India, not to this Election Commission, because of the strength of district administration. But about malafide, I hold judgment.
Well, on malafide, etc., nobody can actually prove it, but you're raising questions of incompetence, and I've been saying this over the last few days, that there are some people who want to raise the Election Commission on the level of a pedestal by saying they are beyond question. Was this whatever has happened here? Now, please understand this, Mr. Kesavan. You are getting more argumentative by the minute. But the point is, the Congress says that the decision of the Election Commission over Rahul Gandhi is final. It's been given a clean chit. May I like to remind you that in the case of Varanasi, the Election Commission itself admitted there were problems regard to the decision making over the Beniabag rally of Narendra Modi. That was questioned, and therefore it was reversed. So that question also holds. I'd like to get Jaynarayan Vyas, who's been wanting to make a point to you. You see, don't shoot off the shoulders of the Election Commission, Mr. Kesavan, because you'll be on slippery ground there. Jaynarayan Vyas.
Not at all.
Jaynarayan Vyas.
The BJP.
Jaynarayan Vyas.
The BJP is so afraid they want.
Jaynarayan Vyas responding. Jaynarayan Vyas from Ahmedabad.
Agreement of what was. Yes, Arnab, I am in total agreement of what was being just now opined. Whether or not malafide is there or not, technically it is an offence, number one. Election Commission certainly has underperformed, and I give you the example of a District Magistrate of Kannauj, which was ordered to be transferred by the Election Commission. The state administration did not budge in. Now, in a similar example, in West Bengal, they put their foot down. That should have been the case here also. Why they did not do it here? I would say that Election Commission in number of cases have failed to appear. Absolutely.
Yes, Mr. Kesavan. Yes, Mr. Kesavan. No, you're getting a rebut, Mr. Kesavan. Mr. Kesavan's hitting back now. No, 1 second, one at a time. Gaurav Bhatia. Before that, Mr. Kesavan is replying.
Look at what happened with Mr. Azam Khan. Look at what happened with Mr. Azam Khan and Amit Shah. Both of them were banned to conduct rallies in UP. Both of them were banned. But then the Election Commission revoked the ban on Amit Shah, but the ban on, Azam Khan stayed. At that time, for the BJP, the Election Commission seemed like a totem pole of neutrality, boldness and impartiality. Now that they know that they're not going to do well.
No,
now
Mr.
that they know.
Kesavan,
No, let me
Mr.
complete.
Kesavan, I'd like to ask you this, please. Mr. Kesavan, I'd like to ask you this, please. Please hear me, Mr. Kesavan. Please hear me, Mr. Kesavan. My counter question to you is, Mr. Kesavan, hear me. No, 1 second. Let Mr. Kesavan take my question, please. Yes, Gaurav, but let Mr. Kesavan take my question, and my question to you, Mr. Kesavan, is time for you to respond.
They have selective amnesia. The BJP, when it suits them, they say
Azam Khan did not apologize.
Mr. Kesavan,
Amit Shah apologized. Vote for us to apologize.
And the question at this stage is this. Mr. Kesavan,
what could Election Commission do?
If you do not listen, you will not be able to answer. And my question to you at this stage is this.
Apologizing doesn't matter.
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, give me a minute. Let me put my question to Mr. Kesavan and see if he replies, and then I'm coming to you straight to you. My question to the Congress party representative is very simple. What makes Rahul Gandhi's entrance into a polling booth any more inappropriate? My question is to the BJP. To the BJP, can I have them on the screen? GVL Narasimha Rao, please. Mr. Narasimha Rao, what makes Rahul Gandhi's presence in a polling booth any more or less inappropriate? Jaynarayan Vyas. Then Narendra Modi's picking up a party symbol and flashing it at 9:08 a.m. These comparisons will be drawn. They'll say everybody made mistakes. Don't make a big brouhaha over mistakes, Mr.
FIR was launched against Narendra Modi.
They immediately rushed and took action against Mr. Modi. And in the case of
Arnab, there is an electoral notice to Sri Rahul Gandhi for a speech in Himachal.
Times of India correspondent saying our view has not been taken.
I'm seeing that.
And they have said there are 4 such. This has happened not just in one polling station, at many other polling stations.
You're saying
so why this partisanship? The Election Commission does not seem to be fair.
Oh, please.
Arnab, can I?
1 second.
A very fair.
Arnab.
Why this partisanship? Mr. Kamal Faruqui, I want Mr. Kamal Faruqui on the screen now. Mr. Kamal Faruqui, who said the Election Commission has decided, Mr. Kamal Faruqui, a counter question to you will be in this case that a FIR was filed against Narendra Modi. What action has been taken in this case? That's the question being asked. Mr. Kamal Faruqui, I want you to respond. An action was taken in this case. FIR was filed against Modi. What action was taken in this case?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, action has not been taken against Mr. Modi also. FIR is filed, it is filed. As far as this case is concerned, as Mr. Subramaniam very rightly said, we do not see any ailment about the whole thing. So then what is the problem? But if we start demolishing the institution itself, we are not working anything. In fact, rather they are preparing themselves for a kind of.
Do you expect
they are preparing themselves in case they are not able to get their target. They will start telling that the Election Commission was not fair.
Correct. This is an excuse. They are attacking the Election Commission because they want feeble excuses. The BJP knows it's going to lose on May 16. The BJP is looking for an alibi.
Election Commission when they have failed in their duty.
Free or fair, and they have lost the election. That's why, because it was not held free or fair. That's why they attack. Such a.
Come on, your candidate, your leader has lost. He was scared of losing. That's why he was roaming around polling stations.
The Election Commission, which is one of the pillars of our country. The Election Commission has done a commendable job with unswerving dedication.
Come on, people have seen how former election commissioners have alleged some of the former election commissioners were acting at the behest of the Congress party. Arnab, I think we have these examples.
Mr. Kesavan, listen please, I want to show a document. I have a document, I want to show it. I want to show this document. Can I show a document on national television for a minute? Let the camera come forward. I want to show something to the viewers. I want to show something. Please 1 minute, gentlemen. Just hold back for a minute. And on this TSR Subramaniam will be the arbiter in this case. Now I'll go towards the camera. And I have with me all the pages of this whole copy violations, the Election Commission reply, right? Including the part which says at 6:03 p.m. Saturday it says, and it ends by saying no violation made out against Rahul Gandhi. Anyway, I want to turn the page and read out a particular part, because in the reply of Alok Tiwari and K. Vijayendran Pandian, it says, based upon the statements given, it is possible to infer that neither Mr. Gandhi sought permission to inspect the voting department, nor was he stopped by anyone from doing so. You see, this entire
How did he
part.
have such access?
No, 1 minute. So I am saying, therefore, Mr. Kesavan, please remember, look, this is official document. I'm not making this up. This is not the Times Now file.
I have it with me too. I have it with me too.
Yeah, so if you have it with you, then concede that a mistake was made and a mistake was found. Then why was there no punishment given? A mistake was made, a mistake was found. Why was there no punishment given?
You should ask
C R Subramaniam,
why don't you ask the question to the Election Commission? Why don't you ask the question to the Election Commission? And if you
okay, ask the question to the Election Commission.
I think you should go ahead and complain to the Election Commission.
Ask the question to the.
If you think they're not fair.
Mr. Kesavan, okay.
I think
Mr. Kesavan, Mr. Subramaniam.
Arnab, we have to note that in my view, the violation is clearly technical violation is very much there, as I said.
To make an example of
he should have they have to make an example of so many people much earlier, and certainly this one, number one. Number two, don't forget that the people at Lucknow have to survive later after the election process is over.
What do you mean by that?
What I'm trying to say is, the Election Commission observers,
what do you mean have to survive? So they compromise on the rules?
No, I'm saying all the officers there, I'm saying the Election Commission had not developed their own sources of information. Usually every good commission develops alternative sources to make sure that they take proper action here. Here, when they have said no permission was taken, it is enough to establish that it is an offence. Action should have been taken in this particular case. The point I'm making is, they've been consistently in 8 or 10 or 15 or 20 other cases, uniformly not taking appropriate action, allowed things to go out of hand in this election.
Yeah, but to accuse them of partisanship, you still say is not correct.
I'm not sure there's enough evidence so far before me.
Yes, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia.
Arnab.
Yes, Mr. Bhatia.
Arnab.
Mr. Bhatia first, and then after that.
I would say there have been times in this election where the Election Commission has not acted promptly. The test to see whether the Election Commission was effective or not would be twofold. One, how prompt were they? And at times it was found that the Election Commission was not prompt when representations were decided or notices were issued. Like in the case of Mr. Amit Shah, they took a few days to decide the representation. When it came to Mr. Azam Khan, they decided his representation in 2 hours' time. And then the action that they take, I would ask, why did they not suo moto issue notice to Mr. Narendra Modi when he used the picture of Lord Rama, which is clearly a violation of Model Code of Conduct and Representation of People Act?
I didn't hear Jaynarayan Vyas complaining there.
And makes a complaint.
Jaynarayan Vyas didn't complain.
I think the Election Commission of India should have issued a suo moto notice to the BJP and to Mr. Narendra Modi then, but the Election Commission did not do so, and sometimes they have not acted fairly. So I think there is a larger question that they should have been prompt and they should have been strict in this election.
So counter questions being put here, and I'm seeing responses. I want to get Jaynarayan Vyas into the debate. You see, Mr. Jaynarayan Vyas, I just want to request you. I want to request you to be objective. I know that you are at a state of war with the Election Commission. It's apparent to everyone, and no amount of trying to use legal language will get you out of that state of war, which itself some will say is unfortunate. Please be logical, Jaynarayan Vyas, and not emotional, okay? Venkaiah Naidu in this case has questioned the Election Commission, but your party has gone on record in the election saying Election Commission is the supreme authority. So Election Commission is the supreme authority when Amit Shah's ban is revoked, right? Election Commission is a supreme authority when in several other cases, for example, when Mamta throws an open challenge towards you, then election is the supreme authority. So that's saying it's a supreme authority. When the Election Commission orders the removal of the police superintendents of Birbhum, Bidnapur, Murshidabad, Malda, Bardwan and the District Magistrate of the North 24 Parganas, because you are taking on Mamta Banerjee's, the Election Commission is supreme. I just want you to explain to everyone today, when it hits you, then Election Commission is bad. And when Election Commission does something which you agree with, Election Commission is supreme. What kind of double standards is this, Mr. Vyas? Such obvious double standards.
No, I don't think so. Arnab, I don't think so, because when you say Election Commission is supreme, Election Commission is in the utmost powerful position with reference to any political party. And like Beniabad, when there are clear-cut evidences that something wrong is being done, some injustice is being done, a candidate is not being permitted to hold rally in his own constituency, address his own, then I don't think that just because Election Commission is supreme,
he was allowed to campaign in many other ways. And Mr. Jaynarayan Vyas
should not be
holding the rally is not the only way to campaign.
No favor was done to him.
We are justified.
No favor was
when
done
I said
to him. In fact, he was preempted from addressing a rally.
Duniya was a problem. It was a problem. Election
Mr. Jaynarayan Vyas, please understand the candidate can campaign in many ways. Mr. Narendra Modi was given 4 out of 5 permissions.
No, that option is available to him. We don't need Samajwadi Party to give that.
One at a time.
But then, Election Commission Arnab Election Commission is supreme. But then, when there are positive evidences, when there is clear-cut something wrong is being done, when there is a violation like what Rahul Gandhi did, we have every right to raise our voice and take it before the Election Commission, and we expect the justice.
And what about the violation when Mr. Narendra Modi started addressing a press conference within 100 meters of the polling booth? Was that not a violation of Representation of People Act?
No, it is established by now that it was not within 100 meters of the polling booth.
This was not within the prohibited area.
A mountain out of the mole.
Even if it is not 100, it is still a violation under Section 126.
Mr. Subramaniam is coming in. Mr.
It still is a violation.
Arnab, I've talked enough about the competence of the Election Commission, but I think BJP party has a point to make. The only FIR issued in the last 2 months has been against Modi. It's questionable whether what was right or what was wrong, without even a notice. And I know that the lack of permission there, 6 times the picture changed there, very bad handling at local level. I didn't see how the district, how the state administration came in the picture, the chief secretary and DGP, and therefore, to some extent, I can see their grievance. In other words, the sort of major attack has been on BJP, but I will give benefit of doubt to the Election Commission, and I will say it is just pure ineptitude, incompetence, and not bias.
Up, and I just want to ask last word to Shahid Siddiqui. Mr. Shahid Siddiqui, is this the end of this matter? And in your view, just because of this incident, can you raise questions over the Election Commission?
Look, Arnab, any institution or any government is run by its iqbal, not just by law. And Election Commission came into its own with Mr. Session, with Mr. Lingdo, and in the last election with Mr. Yaqub Qureshi and others who have put the Election Commission on a pedestal, not the Constitution alone, not the law alone. And now today, whether it's BJP or Congress or in Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, people see that the Election Commission has not been effective, Election Commission has not been prompt, Election Commission has not been objective and neutral, then the questions are raised, and it is very dangerous for the future of our democracy, because our democracy has worked because our elections have been fair, and Election Commission has been very, very effective, and therefore we will have to do something about it to make Election Commission much more effective, fairer, and the election process much more, election process has also been questioned. Such a long election process is not required. If it is there, then the problems will come. It was not required with new technology, with the changes, that we have to go for a smoother election and a faster election.
The BJP is in the grip of failure. The BJP is staring at defeat. They are attacking
Mr. Kesavan, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you all for participating in the Sunday News Hour tonight, and I want to wrap up by saying one thing. This is the picture which has started 1,000 controversies. Well, I want your verdict on this.